we'll move on to the next project. That's Tanisha from EcoTrace. So she'll be running the presentation here, and yeah, looking forward to this and the judges' questions and community questions. Thanks.
Today I'll give a walkthrough of EcoTrace, what it is, the problem it solves, a demo, a quick tour of the backend, and my roadmap for it. EcoTrace is an AI-powered environmental impact inspector for everyday products. It produces a 1 to 100 scale eco-score, a breakdown of 4 to 6 impact factors, confidence levels, and actionable recommendations. The problem I solve with it is simple. Sustainability data is fragmented or unavailable at the point of decision. EcoTrace gives fast, evidence-based guidance so people can make better choices. Now for a quick live demo. On the Analyze tab, I can type a product name or paste a URL. The UI sends the request and displays an eco score and factor breakdown in the result card. You can also scan or enter barcodes. For decisions that require comparing products, use the comparison view to add up to 3 items and see side-by-side factors and charts. Finally, the history page shows my saved analysis and the eco journey analytics if I am an authenticated user. Next, the backend and how it works. The API endpoint analyze product routes requests to product analyzer. The analyzer enhances product info through web search, calls the local OLAMA model via the analyze environmental impact function in OLAMA service, and converts the AI JSON into the product analysis model using create analysis from AI response. If OLAMA fails to provide JSON, the service uses a safe fallback implemented in OLAMA service. Authenticated users analysis are auto-saved by data history service. My future goals for EcoTrace are to improve model grounding with verified LCS sources, integrate supply chain datasets and richer barcode data, build a mobile native offline scanner, and add collaborative accounts and sharing. Thank you for watching. I welcome your feedback and questions now.
Thank you, Tanisha. That was a great presentation. We'll now hand over to the judges for their questions and answers, and then a community question.
That was an awesome solution as well, Tanisha. Love that. Yeah, looking to see how you can promote this more, because I think it's a great idea to get people to start comparing products and looking at their scores against each other, environmental impact. Do you have any ideas around how they can get this out into the market and distribution and social?
The first step would, of course, be hosting it on the App Store and just promote it on social media.
I have a question. Tanisha, thank you for that presentation. I think it's a great solution for not just for users, I think it's for B2B IC solution as well. My question, it's probably quite fundamental. Any solution, whether it's AI powered or non-AI powered. So it's a garbage in and garbage out kind of a, like there's a problem. How do you address that problem?
Just to clarify this, you mean like take in wrong information, wrong data.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So first would be to integrate verified sources that already have the information, and to make sure that the AI uses those sources. And another thing would be to make the AI cite the sources and quotes it uses so we can verify them.
Ideally, if you want to extend your solution a little bit further, implementing some sort of an AI to actually verify the data. It could be an agent, or it could be some sort of a verification method, because otherwise, if you ingest the wrong data, user get the wrong data back. So it's a garbage in, garbage out situation.
I have a comment and then I'll ask my question. My comment is the solution's fantastic, Tanisha. It's a very impactful one, and I think there's a lot of potential to it. And I had a few different questions I wrote down, but then with your roadmap with 2 sentences, you pretty much smashed through all of my questions. I'm not going to ask any of those. But the only question I was going to ask is, well, the other comment I had was decentralized system is probably a really good solution, a really good platform to orchestrate this kind of a solution. Followed up with the question, how do you plan to monetize the solution? Or are you planning to monetize the solution?
I was thinking until there's a good, decent user base, I would keep it open source. And then to monetize it, it would be through ads and donations, partnerships.
So on that monetization front, I have a comment. You can actually charge, as Aston said, it can be a B2B thing, right? Where you can actually tell people, companies will be happy to pay you to review their product and do it properly. They can also give you access to data once you have good user base. My question is, how do you avoid greenwashing? Say, for example, a company like Zara says that this is an eco-friendly cloth and this is a green cloth, but if you see at the bottom of it, the term is very famous, greenwashing, right? So as this adds up to Aston's thing, right? The biggest challenge you will have is data sets to get which is green and what is not, and also like ratings appliances. I think 5-6 years back, I saw a product where using barcode. Of course, they were not using AI, but they were tapping into like 5-star ratings of appliances and trying to see which building is more sustainable versus not. So something similar. So this can be an important thing. So how do you see yourself getting access to data? Because that's where quality data, that's where it is going to be a huge issue for you. So how do you see that? And it's okay if you right now don't know.
So yeah, as I mentioned to Ashwin's question, the first thing would be limiting it to verified sources, and perhaps as Ashton suggested, we could make an AI to make sure the sources are verified correct, and again, an external auditor.
Okay. So one thing that you can also do is there's a lot of YouTube, really good people on YouTube who really reviews the product, tests them, and put it out there for food, for different type of things. So see if there is a way your model can look into these YouTube videos, extract data from it, verify it, of course, and do it. That can be another one of way of getting, because in this space actually the data arbitrages and the data transparency is a huge issue. Even verified sources get paid up and they don't show up good data. So that's where it is. But the product is really good, and I think there is a need for people to use this.
Okay, thank you so much for the questions. We've got a community question. I'll just check here. Here it is, EcoTrace. What industries do you think will benefit most, like retail, supply chain audit, personal sustainability tracking, or any others?
Okay, so I built this for personal use mainly, but of course businesses can also use it, especially when you buy in bulk.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Tanisha, and great to see the EcoTrace project in the hackathon, and wish you good luck.